Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to see how to write a pseudocode for selection control structure program. Okay, let's say we have this question. Write a pseudocode for a program that can determine whether any positive integer entered is divisible by 2, divisible by 3, divisible by 5. Okay, so let's start. Okay, remember that when you are given a question and you want to start writing the pseudocode, we start with start. And then, okay. So if you want to write declare, it's okay. Declare a num. Okay, declare a num. Okay. And then after that, after declare, we are going to get a number from the user, an integer from the user. Okay, so we can write from the user to enter an integer. From the user to enter integer. Okay, and then read in num. Okay, so we already declared it as num, a variable num. Okay, from the user to enter an integer num. Okay, read in num, so we have cout cin. Okay, and then after that we are going to use if. Okay, if number modulus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so we are going to display. Okay, display. Okay, this number is divisible by 2. Okay, we can use for us else if. Okay, number modulus 3 equal to 0. Okay, display this number is divisible by 3. And then the last one. Okay, I just copy this one. Copy. If number divisible by 5 equal to 0, display this number is divisible by 5. And then after that, we can put an if. Okay, an if, and then last one, we can put an. Okay, this is how we write. Okay, I make it smaller so that you can see the whole pseudocode. Okay. Okay, declare variable, and before that this is the answer start. Okay, if we want to put it in details, declare a variable num, prompt the user to enter an integer num, read in num. If num modulus 2 equal to 0, display this number is divisible by 2. Else if number modulus 3 equal to 0, display this number is divisible by 3, else if number modulus 5 equal to 0, display this number is divisible by 5. And then and if, okay, and finally and. Okay, so sorry, this one I should put space. Okay, else if. Okay, if. Okay, this one also and if. Okay. Okay. We can also write the pseudocode in another way or approach. Okay, this one if your coding you can use if else if in your coding if you write it in this way. But remember previously I mentioned to you in the class for selection control structure you can use either if else if and finally else, or you can also use if. Okay, so if you want to use that approach for your pseudocode, you can write it in this way. If, you can write it in this way also. If. Okay, but if you write it in this way, you have to put it an if here. Okay, this is another way of writing pseudocode, and of course, the coding also will be a little bit different. If you write it in the previous way, if else if, of course your coding also will be if else if. If you write it in this way, if and if, meaning that your coding later will be having if. Okay, so just one and if here. Okay, this is another way to write it. Okay. Okay, let's see another example. This one, if you have two-way selection control structure, right? Okay, determine whether any positive number is given. Number given is either an even number or an odd number. Okay, we are going to write pseudocode for this one. So similarly, here start, and then you can put declare num, variable num, read a number, num, okay, and then if, okay, if num, you can put bracket also if you want, num modulus 2 equal to 0. Okay, you can write display print, or show also can. Show even. Okay. You can write show, display, print, anything referring to output, and then else. Okay, you don't have to put bracket for this one, because if it other than getting the remainder 0, okay, we are going to show odd. Okay. Okay, very simple. And then and if. And then finally and. Okay. Okay, now let's look at another example on writing pseudocode for selection control structure. This one, if we consider this program, okay. So if you look at this program, the pseudocode, it is for nested if, okay, contain nested if, okay. So if status is married, input number of child, and then in that if we have another selection. If number of child is more than 5, the tax is 2% of salary. If number of child is less than 5, tax is 2.5%. Okay, so meaning that it has different value of percentage, okay, for the tax depending on the number of children. Okay, so and then this one, another if status is single and the tax is 3% of salary. Okay, and finally display tax. So if you look at the pseudocode, this is clearly we can categorize it as nested if. Why? Because you have two different categories for the outer if, okay, status, married, and single. And then inside the married status, you have number of child, okay, more than 5 and less than 5. There are two more categories. Okay, so this is how you are going to write pseudocode for nested if.